Hi, this is Mia, your guide to the power of five, and welcome, one and all, to the void. So that is where we clearly sit today. And if you're not familiar with this void energy, the void is the void. It is neither a beginning or an end. It is the mixing of the two. You know, it's the initiation of the beginning, but of course there has to be the blessing of the old and dealing with the old before that new can really take off. You know, think of that seed deep down in Mother Earth where it's dark, cold, no light can reach it, but yet there's so much going on. So we, my lovelies, are all those seeds right now that are sitting there in this dark space, just gestating and waiting for the new to begin. But there is work to be done. So there's two dominant themes that have been coming up that I've been writing about. And one, I wrote a post called The Great Unraveling. And that is, in effect, what's happening is that we have this unraveling. And it's been cooking up for a while. This is not just oh, what a surprise. In one way, yes, but metaphysically, spiritually, no. You know, we've been leading up to this point for so long now, you know, things being questioned, voices that have been silenced, rising up and speaking loudly. This is about that. This is about challenging that which has been, the status quo, all of that. Challenging it, unraveling it, looking at it, bringing it out to the light and seeing that it doesn't work anymore, doesn't work. So it's the letting go, which is the other theme. And letting go has been a big theme. For me personally, it's been a huge theme in 2019, and I see for many others as well. Many have felt the call to get rid of their homes, jobs, relationships, changing, but not knowing what for. And it brings us all to this point now. So again, all in this void energy, all in this transition, all in this challenging. You know, I said a couple weeks ago that the configuration of planets right now, that the energy that has been created, this is huge change, which has ripples for hundreds, if not thousands of years. I mean, we've only seen this a couple times throughout history, and it's just huge change, and we are sitting in this place now. So I have said this before, don't think that this is a blink and then going back to how it was, because that's not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is that we all, sorry, something popped in my head, but I'm not going to say that because I like this to be family friendly, but it's to deal with our stuff, really to deal with our stuff. And that's what you do in the void, isn't it? You know, that's what you do. You look at all of those things that you rather brush aside. And I don't just mean within you personally, but relationships, all these old patterns, patterns in and of themselves that are inherent in your life. It's time to look at them, you know, and really to shed what needs to shed. And this isn't little shedding, this is huge shedding, because we are on the dawn of this new beginning, this new awakening, this new, I ran out of words for a second, go figure. But we have to do the work, and that's what this void energy is for. So really sit with right now, you know, what exactly is pushing your buttons? Who are you sitting with physically? Who's around you? And see what patterns are surfacing. So that I leave to you to do that homework. My sisters know I love homework to hand out. But back to where we are in this void energy. So something else came to me this morning, and it was like a Shazam, a huge thing, because we, for so many, and I mean, we as a society, we as a people, we have been going off in this really interesting direction, you know, that's brought us to this point. We've allowed things perchance that wouldn't be relevant, wouldn't be guiding us, so to speak. And just to throw out there, for example, money. You know, money is just an energy form. We make it it is what we make of it. But it has become so much more than that, because we've given it all of our energy. And I'm going to write a whole darn book on this, how money has become like the new God. It's this new religion. It's this new power that we've given all of our power away. And that leads me, nice segue to this point, is that this is about reclaiming our power. Reclaiming our power as human beings, remembering that we are not just human beings, that we are beings of light that have chosen to journey on this plane, in this physical existence for a reason. Big stuff. So this energy is about reclaiming. It's remembering, it's reclaiming, it's regeneration. all of this big stuff, and I've got massive goosebumps right now sharing this with you. So big stuff on the horizon. You know, I can't say we're void energy. There's no rushing. Let me just leave it at that. There's no rushing it, and there's no wishing it to be over. Void energy is sitting and saying, I need to deal with this, because that's the purpose of it. So if you sit there and you put your blinders on and you go, la, 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 I'm just going to wait this out, it's going to take a bit longer. You know, what's happening outside might pass, but that doesn't mean the void energy for us, you know, and for you specifically is past. It's the time to deal with our stuff. Time to deal with it so that we can rise like the phoenix on the other side, so that you can get through and appreciate the sun, appreciate the light. There's no appreciation of the light. Let me rephrase. There's no such appreciation for the light, such a big appreciation for it as when you're coming out of the dark, especially for so long. There, if that made sense. And that's where we're at now. So, my lovelies, we're in this void energy. We're there for a reason. There's big stuff happening all around us. And it's the time. This is the time that we're in, and it's the time for all of this to happen in divine timing. So I'll leave you with that right now. I'm getting the signal. That's enough for today. Please join me here. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be speaking much more about what's going on out there and within us, because there's great changes that have to happen within us so that we can see those changes on the outside. What happens within happens without. For too long, we've been focused on the outside, thinking we have to change that, and pointing fingers and blaming and complaining, when really this finger that's pointing there needs to be pointed here in our heart space, because this is where it's at. This is the universe. This is the cosmos. What happens here happens there. Okay. Many blessings for a beautiful day. Stay well, stay healthy, and I will see you another time. Namaste.